Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Kramer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Going with the ground game left. Hard running there. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking to pass, it's Reed. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Kick is in the air. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run it to the right side. And this home team defense is not rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
To the air on second down. Intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you can tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Oh, out of space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Carr. Got it in the middle. It's Pauling. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Fires to the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's locked. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
He'll toss it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Great job by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Craven. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Comes from the 13-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Here we go. Do the show. Hey. Here we go.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Buys a little extra time. Find some fresh air. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. On the move. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. He's got it inside the 30. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He's got the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. It's a seam wide open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Wants to throw. It's Carr. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Lowers those pads.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's Moss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He fires a bullet to the right. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Aggies' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it, and the season will get underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Fields. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason. To be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy. You were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
They'll give it to the back. Runs through the tackle. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator and the offensive line coaches, block those guys. Don't watch them tackle them guys.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Quarterback extends the play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your...
A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They just keep firing, moving, keeping the eyes downfield. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To throw, it's Carr. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but he was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it behind the line. It's live. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Finding open areas. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wants to adjust the pattern. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to throw, it's Reed. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a fourth down decision time coming.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
That's a risky play call there, fourth and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive game, and making your situation really good on the next game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Calls his own number. And they'll sort it out. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Carr. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Going to the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Looking downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. To the air, it's Carr. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the eight ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He'll try to do it himself. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Carr. The screen, and watch out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created an extra.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Makes the catch. It's Bob. Lots of running room. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears, but
wide open spacing. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up, first drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
This drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Reed. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Trying play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The give to the tailback. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Going to swing it on second down. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and pull it away. It'll be third down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They punted away on fourth down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they still got it at the 31.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Right back to the well. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
Backing up on the first two plays, now to try to throw it in drive on third down. To the air, it's Reed. Keeps looking downfield. And it's a fumble on the play. Bounced right back to them. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Fields. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Now the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. This type of dominant defense, a performance that would make the likes of Dat Wynn and Quentin Coriat proud.
And it's NIL money spent well, right? This recruiting you see every year, they're getting dudes up front, big hosses that everybody wants, but they've been going to the Aggies, and that's why they've built great defenses.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He's going to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going up top. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
They'll run the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Going to try to get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Back to pass, it's Reed. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it, had to take the loss. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The official says no good. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You've got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. At the 35, he's got room. He's running free down the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Back to throw, it's Carr. Hauls it in. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window, guys. Tough break there.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Texas A&M would love to run out this clock. On the ground, it's Moss. And he was running with authority, especially with that stiff arm for a solid gain on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Here's the handoff. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will put toe to leather and will get started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
And the offense clearly saying we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the first.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass. Swings it out to the flat. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. A A quick pass to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Offense gets set for second down. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return. The coach might have preferred fair catch. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. From the wide receiver. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking to throw again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. And you better look out, college football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Got the first down and more. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more fit.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Trying to run it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
On 4th and goal, no thought of the field goal. They'll go for the touchdown. On the option. Moving toward the end zone. And fumble! Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The RPO, it's complete. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Turning on the Jets. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Back to throw, it's Manning. He's got it. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
Brings up second down.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wingo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Got it near midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The throw to the outside is complete. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it there.
On 3rd down, going up top. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up 4th.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Baxter. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Finds the tight end, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Manning. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his big tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
Pulls and fires complete. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. On the option. The pitch. Got enough for the 1st. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And the Longhorns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Right on the money. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
South Carolina.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Made a defender miss. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Sellers. They'll run the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job on the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground.
He's loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Looking for a man, it's Sellers. He tries to take the top off. He's got it at the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to pull that schooner away offensively. They're up by a field goal over Tennessee. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires it beautifully. safely in on the crosser. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Gonna look downfield again. He's got an open man.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down.
Touchdown, Texas! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones. They completely had him surrounded.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
wants to throw. It's Sellers. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Tackled in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 on the heels of gaining 4 on the previous play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
On third down, he drops to throw. Escapes trouble. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. So we open the final period with a third down play. Gets the back moving. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. Got a man in the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Got his man on the outside. Turning it on. Oh, out of space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Backed up now, here's second and long. To throw, it's Manning. Finds us back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Wants to throw again. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And how about this defense coming up with the play? You want to make your quarterback a runner? Fine. We're going to stop him and take the ball.
And they were prepared, right? This is a defense that looks like they studied film, and they knew that this offense was going to attack them with the running quarterback on design run. So great job by the defense, recognizing what was happening, getting to the football, and better yet, creating a takeaway.
The offense coughs it up. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but boy, they have to deal with a huge loss on that one.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
That last play is the epitome of why you have to have a short-term memory. Just forget about that one. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Manning. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
The Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Gets rid of it. He's got his man.
Man, this is really good complementary football so far. Like, you're down in the fourth quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on first down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
And off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get him to third and long. Obvious passing situations. Because they won second down and they got that big sack, they put him in the predictable third down. They win and probably force the punt here.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw two really good teams